The Rusty Nail Comedy Club sets the stage for Boonsheikie's explosive comedy special, where the venue itself becomes part of the performance, with sticky floors, flickering neon beer signs, and an atmosphere frozen somewhere between the 1970s and 2025. This dive bar provides the perfect backdrop for raw, unfiltered comedy. The air, thick with stale beer and questionable decisions, creates an environment where anything can happen. Boonshieika makes her entrance in signature style. A too-tight leopard print moo-moo, towering heels clicking like warning shots, and hair teased to astronomical heights. She carries an unlit cigarette, a silent protest against modern regulations, and clutches a glass of bourbon, establishing her character before speaking a single word. The crowd's anticipation builds as she approaches the microphone on the rickety stage. Her opening salvo hits hard, comparing her audience to people who just rolled out of bed with somebody you regret. This immediate connection through shared embarrassment sets the tone for an evening of brutal honesty and explicit humor. Boonshieika establishes herself as an authority on life's awkward moments, particularly in the realm of relationships and sexuality. The comedian's take on modern sexual relationships forms the backbone of her material. She systematically dismantles the facade of romantic idealism, starting with a savage critique of contemporary bedroom dynamics. Her observations about faked orgasms resonate particularly with the female audience members, comparing their performances to Oscar-worthy acting while their partners remain oblivious. Her long-suffering husband Leroy becomes a recurring character throughout the set. Their relationship provides rich material for her commentary on marriage, sex, and long-term partnerships. She describes his sexual technique as humping away like he trying to win a rodeo, while she's laying there thinking, this motherfucker better come or I'm charging him rent. These raw, unvarnished descriptions earn howls of recognition from the audience. Boonsheika's material about personal grooming and body maintenance pulls no punches. She compares some women's approach to intimate grooming to a haunted forest nobody's brave enough to explore, while sharing her own experience with gynecological visits dating back to when Carter was president. Her physical comedy enhances these bits, miming activities like trimming bushes to the audience's delight. The performance takes aim at modern dating culture, particularly dating apps and hookup culture. Boonsheika contrasts contemporary approaches to romance with her own experiences, describing how in her day, finding a partner meant showing up at the juke joint and ending up getting your back blown out in the back seat of a Buick. Her criticism of dating apps extends to pointed observations about users living in their mother's basements while searching for the one. Marriage receives equally unsparing treatment in her routine. Rather than romantic ideals, Boonsheika presents marriage as an endless series of arguments about bodily functions and household chores. Her description of marital disputes over who farted in their sleep and why the dish is still in the sink resonates with coupled audience members, while her grudging affection for Leroy adds depth to the material. The comedian's extended anecdotes about daily life showcase her storytelling abilities. A confrontation with a judgmental cashier over the 12-item express lane limit while purchasing intimate items builds to a satisfying conclusion. Her tale about neighbor Miss Wanda's secret affair demonstrates skill in creating tension and delivering unexpected punchlines. As the set progresses, Boonsheikie's revelations become increasingly outrageous. She discusses personal toys named the Preacher, alphabetical sexual conquests, and various misadventures with Leroy involving whipped cream and handcuffs. Her physical comedy enhances these stories with dynamic stage movement and expressive gestures, bringing each scenario to life. Throughout the performance, Boonshiekia maintains audience engagement through careful pacing and building intensity. She creates a sense of intimacy through direct address and shared confidences, even while mercilessly roasting individual audience members. Her style combines classic blue comedy with contemporary references, bridging different comedic traditions. The set concludes with a philosophical observation wrapped in Boonshiekia's characteristic crude style. She acknowledges that everyone's just a bunch of horny, messy, fucked up fools trying to make it through this crazy ass world without losing our damn minds. This moment of reflection, quickly followed by a joke about Leroy potentially spending rent money on a stripper named Cinnamon, exemplifies her ability to balance insight with outrageous humor. The performance establishes several recurring themes and characters for future episodes, including ongoing drama with Leroy, neighborhood gossip centered around characters like Miss Wanda, and Boonshiekia's unapologetic approach to life and sexuality. Her triumphant exit, tossing her bourbon bottle into the crowd after a final swig, leaves the audience wanting more while cementing her status as the queen of no-shame comedy at the Rusty Nail. Boonshiekia's Dirty Laundry, Episode 1, Ain't No Filter on This Mouth. Listen up, y'all. It's Boonshiekia, and I'm here to tell you the truth so raw, it'll make your grandma clutch her pearls and pass out. I ain't holding back nothing but my bail money, 'cause this world's too damn messy to play polite. Sex? Let's start there, 'cause everybody's thinking about it but lying through their teeth. These days, it's a straight-up scam. Half the folks out there faking orgasms worse than a dollar store wig slipping off. And in the end, I told my man Leroy last night, if you're gonna climb on me, you better bring a damn tsunami, 'cause I ain't shelling out for a new spine just to fix your sorry thrusting. He's going at it like he's wrestling mint mile. A wam, wet ma, wam wam. Masimwa, sa. And I'm laying there thinking, motherfucker, you better finish quick or I'm renting your side of the bed to somebody with stamina. Men, y'all cute, but you swear you packing a sledgehammer when it's barely a bent straw. Leroy got his panties in a twist when I said his stroke game's weaker than a drunk squirrel trying to climb a pole. He's all, Boonshiekia, this is my best. Honey, I got better tingles from sitting on a busted radiator. Sometimes I fake it just to get his sweaty ass off me so I can watch some murder docs in peace. Last week I faked it so good, I must damn near knees a rustle, sir. There you go. Basso, nice, massa. A grouse rest of Velcro, Mars, and Brammy had Leroy thinking he's in man, he's Idris Elba when he's giving me discount screech from Saved by the Bell. But ladies, don't get cocky. We ain't perfect either. Some of y'all acting like your cruise is a 5-star resort, but it's looking like a swamp. Nobody's dumb enough to wade through. I went to the gyno recently, and she's digging around like she's hunting for buried treasure. She says, Boonshiekia, you're all good. I said, damn right I am. I've been taming that wilderness since Ford was in office. Ain't no man got time to hack through a jungle just to find the prize, trim it up, or you're just torturing Tarzan for no reason. Speaking of torture, these kids today think they invented fucking calling it hookup culture like it's some new shit. Back in my day, we didn't need no app to get laid. You just rolled up to the juke joint in a skirt so tight it cut off circulation, and by closing time you was getting your soul snatched in the back of a rusty Chevy. These young folks swiping this way, swiping that, swipe your ass to a shower and a W-2. How about that? I caught my nephew on one of them apps talking about he's chasing the one. I said, boy, the only one you chasing is the poor soul who don't know you still using your mama's Netflix password. And marriage, don't even try selling me that fairy tale crap. Everybody thinks it's all rose petals and foreplay. Nah, it's two fools bickering over who shit the bed in their sleep and why the sink's full of crusty plates. Leroy swears he don't fart, blames it on the dog. I said, Negro, we ain't had a dog since Bush was invading Iraq, and that stench got your DNA all over it. But I love his dumb ass, 'cause after 30 years, he's still trying to get it up. Even if it takes more pills than a dealer's stash at a music festival. That's love when you're both too broke to leave and too horny to stop. Now here's some shit so nasty, nobody says it out loud. Every one of y'all got a freak side you keeping on lock. Don't lie. I know you got fantasies that make a porn director blush. Me, I ain't shy. I told Leroy. Bring them handcuffs, but don't be shocked when I snap 'em and whip your ass with a soup ladle. Couple weeks back, he tried getting freaky with whipped cream and a feather duster. I said, boy, you better not waste my good Cool Whip on your weak-ass role play. By the end, I'm covered in more cream than a clown at a pie fight, and he's passed out like he just climbed Everest. Life's too short for missionary, y'all. Get you some chain, some hot sauce. Hell, steal a lawnmower if it revs your engine. But let's get really wild, 'cause I'm feeling reckless. Everybody's lying about how many folks they slept with, like it's a damn math quiz they're scared to flunk. Don't front. I bet you told your partner. You've been with 6 people when it's closer to 6 dozen. Counting that sketchy truck stop fling you forgot. Me, I quit counting when I realized I was banging my way through the yellow pages, front to back, A to Z. By the time I got to the K's, I was calling myself the Duchess of Doing It, and Leroy was just glad to be my sidekick. Numbers don't mean shit, just means I got stories to tell, and most of them end with me needing a cigarette and a lawyer. Then there's my neighbor, Miss Wanda, acting all holy like she's auditioning for sainthood. I caught her sneaking some dude out her back door at 4 a.m., looking like he just got spit out by a hurricane in her bedroom. She's begging me. Boonshiekia, keep it quiet. I said, bitch, you walking like you been riding a mechanical bull on turbo. Your secret's louder than a foghorn. She tried bribing me with her garbage potato salad. I told her, keep your lumpy slop and your side cock. My mouth shut, but your headboard's rattling the whole damn block. I got another story so crazy I shouldn't even tell it. Last week I'm at the supermarket, and this cashier's giving me shit 'cause I got 14 items in the 10-item lane. I said, sweetie, you counting my condoms like it's a felony? But I seen you I seen you staring at the deli guy like you want to slather him in mustard and take a bite. She got redder than a pimple on prom night, and I'm just laughing, tossing my lube and tequila on the belt like, yeah, I'm live loud, and you stuck scanning my freak kit. Don't come for me when I'm stocking up for a good time. Boonshiekia, don't play that. And don't talk to me about self-care like it's all candles and green tea. Self-care is when you bolt the door, blast some music, and take care of business till you're seeing stars and talking in tongues. I got a toy at home so good I named it the Bishop because it makes me holler glory and repent for shit I ain't even done yet. Leroy caught me with it once. Looked like he was gonna sob. I said, don't hate, baby. It's just holding your spot till you figure out what the hell foreplay is. That thing's got more horsepower than his truck, and I ain't apologizing for riding it to the promised land. Here's the dirtiest secret of all, and I'm only telling y'all 'cause you're my people. We're all just a bunch of raunchy, fucked up weirdos trying to survive this crazy-ass life without losing our damn minds. So laugh till your sides split, because tomorrow you might catch Leroy blowing the rent on a stripper named Sparkle Butt. I'm Boonshiekia. This is just the start of my dirty laundry, and I got plenty more where this came from. So stay tuned and keep it nasty. This has been a Sharri Plaza presentation.